Hi everybody, today we're going to work with the pumpkin spice paper pack, and I will show you how to get through your layout, at least to lay out your pieces. We did do some stamping at our club meeting today, but you'll have to be able to do that at another time when we meet in person again. So you'll have to remind me though to bring the stamps and stuff, because some people did complete it today. So without further ado, I will turn the camera down and we will start on our pumpkin spice layout. So this is page 1 of what we'll be doing. And you'll have die cuts in your kit. And this letter's up here too. That's page 1. And here is page 2. So, your kit should look like this, and we'll have all these pieces in it. Now, I'm going to tell you to be careful, because there are a lot of little pieces, like these little guys here, little stems for your pumpkins. I'll go through your kit with the pieces as to how they go. So, let me just get them in little piles here. So, you should have the word autumn out of these really fine letters like this, and you'll have to do some poking on your pieces, but they fit right on top of here with a little bit of your glue. So you might want to use a little glue, or a Xyron might work, but you're going to put all your little letters right on here. Autumn. So that's how that goes, and that's all these little letters here. And then you will have two 1/2-inch strips of glitter paper, papaya glitter paper. You'll have this piece, and this goes with this one for your title. And you will start your word autumn over here and kind of up a little ways, because we actually stamped with the MISTI the words, the season that teaches us that change can be beautiful. So that goes and I'll show you the title here. You can see the title up close, right there. Well, kind of right there. Let's see if I can't really get it closer, but it's stamped over here. So we kind of set it up in the MISTI, so we just had to stamp that, and it's stamped with Harbor ink. And you end up flagging the ends of both of these pieces. This is cut to size. Here's another one of the here's a little stem that goes on the pumpkins. I'll show you the pumpkins next. So here's your little pumpkins. We did do some inking on these, and I used toffee ink, and I kind of did it on the ones that have the bigger tops. I kind of just did it around the edge, or you can do it underneath before you glue. But these will all have to be glued carefully together, and I used the light side of this piece, the papaya, and the dark side of the paprika over the top. You'll see that there's two pieces to the little stems. They go like this somehow. There we go, like this. You'll see they fit right one on top of the other. So one's a little darker, one's a little lighter, and those fit on these pumpkins right here, which I have extra pieces in this one here. They fit on these little pumpkins right here, like so. And on this one with the narrow piece, I actually inked around the edges of this piece of it first, not on this piece, because it's so delicate. So you'll need a little glue pen or a little wet glue. That works the best to glue these together, but you'll need to glue all these together, and the little stems just go, if I can pick one up here. This little stem just goes on the top here, like so, glued behind. That's how I did it. You can glue it in the front if you want. Also on this one, I colored this little end here with a brown marker. So you have two of these little guys here, these little pumpkins. Two of them, two stems. Now then there's this one here. And this one I also colored on the outside. And I actually used the shortbread ink, and it's just dark enough to go around to give it a little highlight, and that's what I used on that one, was the shortbread ink. And you have two of those. There's a second one here for that. As for your layout, this papaya piece you're going to cut in half. It's a 2-inch strip. You're going to cut 1 inch the long way. This piece is going to get flagged, but you might want to just flag one end and then lay it on your layout to decide how long or short you want to cut the other end off. But you can do that after it's already glued down. It'll be fine. This piece, you can see, goes right here. It's already cut to size. It's perfect. It's behind all that stuff. It's perfect. Already cut. This piece, you'll notice, this is the paprika piece. It is 10 inches. So what you need to do for this piece here behind, right here, is cut a piece that is 4.5 inches. So you're going to cut 4.5 inches right here. And then your next piece is also going to be the 10 inch, so you're going to cut it the same way. It will be 4.25 inches, and you will have some left over on this because I gave you a 12-inch piece, but you're going to cut 4, what did I say, 4.5, 4.5, and then 4.25. And the 4.25 one, you flag the end. And again, you know, you can push it up to the top of your page and cut off up here. Same with this piece. These two ones are 2 inches each, and they are from the PML cards. They're from the 4x6 PML cards. You'll see they're in there. This one and this one. Oh no, this is actually a 3x4, and this is a 4x6. I'm sorry. And the other PML card you use is this polka dotty one, and it's a 4x6, and I cut it in half, and hence I used a little sticker here to cover my seam. So that's kind of my little trick for that layout, to do that with. So this one is done. Now, your pattern paper has a stripe. I used the stripe the long way, so I trimmed off this piece. I put it in my trimmer. Like this way, so that I would cut the stripes going this way. See how I did that? And you need two of these at 1 3/4. So you're going to cut 1 3/4, 1 3/4. Then you will have 8.5 inches left of your paper, and you're going to cut that at 4 1/4 the same way, because you're going to cut it in half, so you're going to use it all. And that side, you use this side of the paper. Those 4 1/4 are this side, the size of the paper that you're using. We did not use the zip strip in this kit. I didn't have a need for it, so we did not use it. Also, we stamped these little guys with Harbor ink also in the stamp set, the stamps that go in this set here, this D2043, and I stamped them again with the Harbor ink. So that was it for about our stamping and our putting together. Now to put together, you've got 2 white sheets here, and you're going to just lay out your pieces. So how I started was, both pages are the same in the background. So I started out with my Harbor background paper, a strip of your papaya cardstock that you cut in half, and the smaller strip of the stripe. Both sides are the same, so you're going to do the same thing in the background here. On this page, I kind of eyeballed. This is about 1 1/4 inches up from the edge of that one. So it's 1 1/4 up to here, for there to there. And then I butted these 2 pieces in the center right here. then you put on your 4.5 piece right here, 4.5 by 10, and it goes right there. And then you should have about, that's about an inch, maybe not quite, about 3/4 of an inch right there showing. The little cluster down here is your pumpkins. Oh, I also, what we did was we spattered. We spattered with shimmer pens. A very fun technique to do. I used the clear, toffee, and paprika. And it's really fun to do. We used a box, one of my close to my heart boxes, and we laid our little pumpkins out, and you just kind of hit them on something. Just choo, 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 choo. Well, on the end, it's and it does it fairly close together because you don't want the spatters going all over. But they were all put together when I did that, so you get the little spatters all over. It gave them a little more interest, I thought. So that was a fun little technique. And so then I pop dotted this one. These two are down flat. I didn't put adhesive around the edges of this one because I wanted to tuck some of my little branches in there. I did tuck the branches in first, and I kind of picked the end up on that one to put a little piece of the sticker there. And then these are the stickers from the sticker sheet, and these are sequins that go with this too, the ones with the little leaves in them. They have like a coppery color. They look really nice. I thought it gave it a little bling. And then up here, to cover your little seam, I used Warm Hugs. That's the little sticker on the sticker sheet, and a couple of little leaves. And then I put these in here. These will come off when I put my photos in, but I wanted you guys to be able to see 2 4x6 photos. You could change it up. You can do it this way if you want, and one up this way. I just like the orientation this way. That's not to say my photos are going to fit there when I put them on here, because they probably won't. But that was this page. Now on the other page, again, we ordered the pieces in the background, which you really don't see a lot of, the same way as the other page. Then we put the big long harbor sheet right here. This is in about, from that edge, this is in about 1/4 of an inch. So you're going to come in 1/4 of an inch and put your glitter strip there. And then I layered this piece, and I layered this piece. Like I said, you're going to pull it up or down depending on how you want your flags to lie down here. See how they all are at a different level, because you want some variety there. You don't want them to all be the same. You want them to be all a little different. So then I pulled, then I trimmed off the top. And on this one, again, this one's the shortest one. Well, it's pretty short. Yeah, it's the shortest one. And I pulled it up to the top so that underneath, and so you might be able to see it here, so you're going to have to cut it out here too. But I actually just kind of eyeballed it, and I actually cut it right here. But you don't have to. You can pull it up and trim out behind if you need to put the title on. And then these little guys, I kind of, again, had my little placeholder here so I would know how high. Or this one almost goes to the bottom, and this one goes up a little ways. And then no glue behind these little pieces. This one is pop dotted. And then some more of your little branches are here. And then this is a sticker from the sticker sheet also. I kind of tucked it under that orange pumpkin. Your title, as I say, you're going to put autumn. Put your letters together. That takes a little bit. That's adhered flat down. And I don't know if you can really see all the detail in this autumn. I'll bring this down a little closer so you can see it a little better. There's actually a white line with a gel pen that I did here, and then I stamped, tone on tone. I used the shortbread on the shortbread for these after we did this with the Misty. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation of our October stamping layout, and I hope to see you soon in class. Next month we are using the beautiful Holly and Ivy, which is actually kind of a holiday theme. However, if you don't want it to be Christmas, it does not have to be, because it's actually called December Magic. That's your title. And I used the die cuts here and here. The deer and the little poinsettias are die cuts. I used the sticker sheet. We'll be using some beautiful Harbor glitter paper, one of my favorite colors. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And I did use one PML card, but you don't have to buy the PML cards for just one card unless you intend to use them. I did use the sticker here with a red, candy apple red thing, and I did use two of these. One of these comes on your sheet that you'll get in your kit, but the other one came from the paper pack. I did use the paper pack with the stickers. I used them quite a bit. This is something I will probably pre-stamp for you just because I'm not sure if we'll be meeting in person, and if you don't want the Santa there, you can just flip the tag over. This is from the new tag set, the buildable tags that's in the big catalog. And again, the hearts came from, I'll give you a little piece of the ribbon and the jute to tie your ribbon on the little hole there. And this is also toffee, and I inked around the edges. This is part of the buildable tags, but this is done in the Harbor glitter paper. You'll get that in your kit too. And see, this is the other part. This part here, that little half circle, is the other half of this circle here, which is part of your sticker sheets. So I hope to hear from you soon with your orders. Sherry is our hostess. Take care.